Okay, so I'm making, of course, because it's the fall, one of my favorite dishes is goulash. But
I
since
love goulash,
Halloween is around the corner, it's goulash. Goulash. Yes.
Goulash.
It's very punny. It's very punny, I know. So what I've done here is I just seared some chicken thighs. So these are just boneless, skinless chicken thighs. One of my favorite proteins
A
to
little
cook
dredge
at home.
on
A little
them or just
dredge of
straight
some
up?
flour.
Okay, cool.
And then what I'm going to do is toss into the same pan right there a bunch of onions, right? So onions are going to go into there. Goulash is pretty simple. It's basically onions and a couple of spices. I'm going to grate a little bit of garlic. Because vampires, right? There's a Halloween thing here. I think vampires, keeping them away. Because I'm obviously more of a werewolf sort of guy. I mean, with the beard and everything, I think
you should get a pair of ears.
I should. Actually, I did that one year.
Yeah.
One year I put on a werewolf mask and I knocked on the door of my two little girls. And didn't go over very well. I videotaped it. I scared them so hard. It was not good. It was not good.
Let's not do that
Let's not do that. So I have onions and garlic in here, and then I'm just going to add a little spices, some turmeric to this pan.
That'll give it a nice earthy and a lovely reddish-orange tint in the end. And then paprika is the most important, right?
So goulash, this is what it's all about. So a little bit of hot paprika, and then also some sweet. So like 2 to 1. Sweet.
Do you like smoked sweet for this or straight up sweet?
Just straight up sweet.
Gotcha.
Just straight up sweet. So that's gonna, we'll cook that over here. Right?
And then you and I both love this.
Oh, the caraway seed. Thank you for reminding me.
So few people use this, and caraway is such an underused spice. It's not just for rye bread people.
And it's the key ingredient to goulash. So
yeah, it really
a couple teaspoons of the caraway. And that's going to cook over here. And then back here on this pan, I have those onions with those spices that has already started to cook.
Yum.
And that's what you want. Real easy. Just cooks low and slow on the stove.
And all in the skillet.
Right? And then I'm going to add...
it's not all about the candy. You need to eat dinner at
That's
some
right.
point.
You got to eat some savory food. And then I'm going to add some tomato puree or some chopped tomatoes. And then here's the key, some pumpkin puree. So this could be like, I don't know, a leftover jack-o'-lantern or something like that.
Yeah,
That's how we usually
just roast up your leftover pumpkin.
A little bit of pumpkin puree.
If you buy it in a can, make sure it's just the puree, of course, not the filling, the sweetened filling.
Yeah, you don't want it to be sweet. This is the savory meal. And then, of course, I'm going to add some chicken stock to this. And then that's just going to start to simmer. I'm going to throw my chicken back in here.
And then slide the chicken back in.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Good. You slide that back in.
I'll tuck them back in. Sure.
You're like my angel.
Tuck them right back in.
You're like You're like my angel.
Sweet.
Over here, what I have is these chicken thighs that have now been cooking in those spices, and I'm going to add.
Gorgeous.
I'm going to add some chopped diced pumpkin to this again because you have pumpkins all over your house.
Or butternut squash, right?
Or
your sugar pumpkins. That's beautiful. And you just let that simmer a bit.
That simmers. So then over here, I'm going to finish it up. So you have the pumpkin now. It's simmered for about a half an hour. I'm going to finish with just some chopped parsley. Very important, a little bit of vinegar.
A little bit of acidity just to finish.
And whatever vinegar you want, but that's good. And I think
I'll grab
that's
it, put it up right on the trivet.
Okay, great. And then to garnish our dish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast some pumpkin seeds because we want to use all of our ingredient. That's pretty heavy. You got that?
I got it.
So not gentlemanly.
It's okay.
We're going to roast some pumpkin. These are spiced. So yeah, a little bit of paprika. Now I'm going to use some smoked paprika, a little bit of olive oil, and I would just pop these into the oven over here.
We got some already toasted. Can I sprinkle?
And then we're just going to garnish with those smoky
Yum!
seeds. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love pumpkin seeds. Yum.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this is kind of cool. You want to sprout your pumpkin seeds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we sprout. I like to take my pumpkin seeds and let them sit overnight in some water and let them sprout. Okay.